Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Able Ape Studios, back again with another book review. Today I am book reviewing Gary Vaynerchuk's Crush It, Cash In on Your Passions. And I've been following Gary Vaynerchuk for a while. I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years now. And I have him on all his social media. So I got what? So I have him on Twitter, have him on YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat. So I have a heavy uh, uh, input of Gary Vaynerchuk, and I really appreciate his motivation. I really appreciate his drive, and I'm just excited to see what the next thing he's going to do. But I hadn't read any books of his, and I know he had a few books out, and so this is the first book of his that I've read, and I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. If you don't really know or familiar with Gary's story, this book is the best introduction to that. And whether or not you view him as a salesman or just a really motivational speaker or just a visionary in a sense, I think he's all of those things. And Crush It kind of really gives you that first primer of really understanding who he is and kind of what he's about. And like what I'll do with all my book reviews, and I have done with all my book reviews, I will leave links in the description box below so that you can get a quick little, click and be able to see what other reviewers have reviewed Gary Vaynerchuk's Crush It. And what I'll do today is I'll give you the top three, my top three reasons why I enjoyed this book or why even you should read this book. Number one is this book. Like I said, if you're not familiar with Gary Vaynerchuk, you'll read this book and you'll get that same passion that he presents in his videos, and whatever else he does. He's very, very fireball, motivational and that kind of thing. But at the same time, he's very real to life. You know what I'm saying? He's not really, hyping you up on a lot of stuff that is not accessible to you. You know what I'm saying? Crush It is about cashing in on your passions. And he's very much talking about your passion. Build your passion. I know plenty of people talk about, building passion, living on your passion. You love what you do and you never work in your day in your life. But I think what Gary does in this book and with all his talk is to basically say, that's where it starts, but be prepared for a lot of work. The number two thing that I like about this book is the fact that he gives you real life examples. And I think that's kind of, with any book, if they give you really good, hard, solid examples, then it's really appreciated. It's really appreciated by me if you do that, because then I can really see what you're talking about rather than just trying to, piece together your ideas and trying to get to what you're really saying. And so I really appreciate that he gave really good, strong examples. At my number three, in the sense that he actually gave you a blueprint. All right, he gave you a blueprint. He gave you a blueprint of how he did it. Outside of his basic story and how he, helped his father's wine business go to, be a multi-million-dollar business. He gives the everyday person a blueprint of how he did it and how he would even at this time go about doing it, so that the people who read it and the people who put it to work can actually do what he's did. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really appreciate that. And, it's not a long read. You know what I'm saying? So, it didn't, look at that. It's not very long. It's not a long read. Not a long read at all. So, Crush It. Again, this is another book referred by Tim Ferriss. But like I said, I've been following Gary Vaynerchuk for a while, and I'm just excited to get a chance to have read one of his books and get a chance to review one of his books. And so, like I said, you can find links to other book reviews of the same book in the description box below. I gave you my top three reasons why I believe Crush It is a book you should pick up on your own and read. And If you like this video, definitely like the video just with a little click. If you like the progression of my channel, definitely subscribe to the channel because I got more books, definitely more books over there to review, and definitely some ideas that I'd like to continue with some maybe some other show ideas. So, like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.